Hello everyone and welcome to another cast. This one is gonna be 5v5 and this is gonna be BC stack against the others. And so on the top team we have Yep, Eulogy for Bomb, Fullhammer. These two guys are new to BC. Then Blackheart with interesting name, and Total Tuna is also new to the BC. And they're gonna be facing Tokito and his snipes. Pub join also Cybrand, so maybe he'll join Tokito with his sniping things. Not Jolly. Looks like Jolly didn't sneak into BC stack, so he's gonna be playing against them. Then Maverick, and last one is Zero. So pretty interesting map on 5v5. People don't play that much. At the beginning I had little problems on this map to have some sort of eco. It was really bad, but you need to know for that where the reclaim is. So quite important reclaim is around this hill. So these two players can and definitely will send NGs there to all these rocks to get them as soon as possible. Then there are like these trees and they are in groups, so if you use NG attack move you can reclaim them pretty fast, and also these trees between the players and quite a few rocks, so if you try not to break too many of them and then reclaim them in group, you can get quite a good eco since the very beginning. And also then there are some small rocks and trees all over the map, and again a few more next to these hills. Okay, so we have a first combat here on the left side, and looks like Zero with much better micro will get the kill and kill some NGs as well. And also for this map it's quite easy to push on one side combined with your ally. I did that once when I was on this position. I think I went really early bombers and then fast T2. Meanwhile, my ally was spamming T1, so this T1 with my T2 was pretty deadly for the top team. So if you cooperate on this map, it can lead up into really fast win. Also on air, this is like the middle air spot, and like an air play you don't need to do much else if you tell your allies to defend you, since there are only two ways how to reach you pretty much. And this is also the place where these guys will go to defend. As you can see, Maverick is already here. It's pretty common to build a factory there to get reclaim much faster, or even more factories. And looks like Total Tuna and Blackheart will do something together on the right side. Blackheart is there already with ACU, but I would also suspect Blackheart from just heavy ecoing. And meanwhile, Tokito as a Cybrand, I'm gonna expect from him TML, at least one Beetle Snipe, and maybe some fast Monkey Lord. Looks like we have some sneaky McMarine, and no land units for Jelly right now, so he might lose some mechs or even an NG. And so far it looks like players are going. Zero will do some land spam with 4 factories, and he already got a gun, so Diab will have to retreat since he has no upgrade. So right now he can actually do quite a lot with the gun if he gets enough factories, and maybe Maverick could help him, since Diab is on T2, so he will definitely need to get some T2 PDs right now. before Zero reaches his base, because he can't really fight him with the ACU. And also, I guess he will also need some help from his teammate. And that would be also a good opportunity for Maverick to help there. But looks like Zero is being raided by Tiepp pretty much everywhere. And for now he does not have enough units to defend it. And also Molo is still with the tanks here. It's a pretty good raid on the left side, but Zero still has the gun. And surprisingly there's still no T2 PD from Tiepp, so yeah, Zero did really nice thing, he built a forward radar there. So as you can see, he has no problems attacking the main base, since he can see everything there, every PD that will be constructed or some clan of NGs for overcharge. But he needs to get energy storage and solve his little issues in the back. So, and meanwhile on the right side, Tokito went also for fast T2, so he's gonna be defending and with T2, but he's getting the T2 PD right now, so he should be fine, and looks like WebJ is also gonna help him. As you can see, these players are reclaiming exactly the rocks that I was talking about, so they can get enough eco. It could be a slight problem on this side, since there were so many raids that all the NGs got killed, so it's gonna be slightly less eco for these two guys, and you can see that they are at the bottom of the score. Meanwhile, Blackheart, as I expected him, he's ecoing quite a lot. So now Pepjoint brings his ACU and few units, and there's the TML. Let's see the range. Yeah, that's nice that even if you build it in the middle of your base, you can still hit your opponent's base easily. And 2 TML is always better than just single one. If some ACU stop moving, then Tokito will not wait for permission to kill it. Then Maverick on the left side is not really helping, so Zero can just do some little damage with his gun, but he can't really get the base and the support he would need for this push to be more successful. And there is already T1, T2 PDs, T1 PDs, so now he can just do a little damage with the gun, but not really push the base for now. And Maverick with no upgrade yet, and T2 factory, so now it's gonna be much harder on the left side, since these two players on top didn't lose anything, and they did a lot of damage since Maverick was not helping. And at the air players, looks like Jelly is slightly ahead with the eco for now, so he might get a T3 first and do some damage with stealth bombers maybe, but looks like he's just ahead in the number of maxes. Not T2 power yet, and there's already T2 powerful for Hammer. Now Total Luna is trying to kill the TML, but he would need more bombers for that. And so far no kills, so I haven't missed anything yet. And the great thing on the Cybran TML is that you can kill TMD in one shot. So one TMD it's not a problem, and even if there are two TMDs like that, you can with one missile kill the first one and then the second one. Maybe this TM... Okay, so first max is done, but unfortunately it's just T1. Since Total Tuna was not really upgrading his maxes. Like... Yeah, he upgraded this one, the front one, to T2, and so that would be a much better choice for Taquito to kill. Maybe he was lacking on intel. Oh, I don't know why he chose to fire at T1 max. And now on the left side, actually Mora has much more units than these two guys, since Sierra got a bit overrun by all those units and had some serious problems in his base. And now he's really behind everyone and Eco. And also Maverick helped him by taking some of his maxes. And there's still quite a lot of reclaim in the back, so definitely someone wants to get it. Look what Blackheart is doing. He's going T3 land and just keep ecoing. So soon he might be pretty dangerous, but he will need to help Total Tuna since he was not ecoing at all. He got just T2 maxes in the front, but they are really easy to kill. And first fire beetles. Let's look at this TML. What is it gonna hit? And he's aiming for the max, but unfortunately he didn't see this TMD. Okay, now more units are moving to the left, since that's the weak side, so it would be definitely a chance to push there. And Zero needs to be a bit careful with his ACUs, since there's quite a lot of units from Mora, and Cybern ACU does not like many T2 units, it can die easily since low HP. And now also a T2 PD, so he will need to retreat. He can always get a few overcharges and hide in water if necessary. And now Maverick is bringing his reinforcements. And it's actually quite a lot of T2 units, so let's see who will win, but I think these PDs will decide the battle. So nice reclaim field for the top team. But looks like Jolly is reclaiming some of that. So for the air, Warhammer did not build much air yet, or I haven't seen any. Meanwhile Jolly had some basic interceptor cover, and now he's building even Mercies and Swift Winds. And he's still ahead in eco. As you can see, he cleaned his base pretty nicely, still a few trees to left, so definitely a bit more reclaim for him yet. And also while reclaiming in the middle, it also helps. Then looks like Blackheart is just not stopping, even these front T1 maxes are going to T2 all at once. Okay, so how many beetles do we have? Just one, so maybe I missed already some drop. Now Jelly is trying to do some damage, but there's enough units, I would say, to defend. For the left side you can see the difference in the eco when Tiep already has 65 income while Zero is only on 33. So T2 maxes and storages everywhere, so now Tiep is also gonna use T2 land, and he is on T3, I mean T2 air, and he is on T3 land, so it's gonna be some problem for the bottom team since they are both on T2, and Zero can't really go to T3 yet, see his eco, but Maverick got himself a shield, gun, and T2, so that's gonna be a nice combat unit, and that if he goes through the water he can actually do some damage on Tiep's base before he gets enough defenses, and since Molo is just turtling here, he can definitely just go around and support Zero's ACU. But since Foehammer is Aeon, I think Zero should have been sniped so many times there with Mercies, since he doesn't really have enough air over him, and just few swift winds would clean this easily, or even some distracting scout. And as you can see, there's enough space to snipe him definitely. And if someone is going with his ACU like that, he definitely deserves to be sniped. And we have some beetle drop. And maybe it was spotted. And looks like he's gonna go even for Blackheart or Foehammer. And looks like it's gonna be Foehammer. Yeah, but they can ping it as much as they can, but they have no air at the top to shoot the transport down, so the only defense would be to make wall around you right now. Definitely not run. T1P, stop the T3 max and build a wall around you, so you deny any beetles coming towards you. But looks like there's there's just enough beetles to snipe him. And Tokito is even prepared if he got a T2. And 1 PD or 2 PDs will not stop these beetles. Okay, one got overcharged. Oh, that's a shame. So defend it, but taking heavy damage. And looks like Jolly is not waiting for anything, and he can afford to bring 4 gunships there, since Foehammer does not have any air unit. So he may actually die to this, and if he targets the shield first, then 4 gunships is enough to kill him, even 3 gunships. Okay, he's doing the right thing, and this should be enough to kill him. It's gonna be close. Yes. Okay, so very nice snipe. They used that the top team had 0 air, so it was easy to finish him off. And now it's gonna be really hard for the top team, since Jolly is now going for T3 air and Strat bombers will arrive soon. So Blackheart really needs to do something about it. He has a T3 land already, so he can get SAMs in T3 AA. And it looks like Maverick with the shield totally cleaned this position. So now it's gonna be a nice reclaim for the bottom team. And Tiep does not have many units. He has 2 artilleries. Okay, so he has 2 artilleries helping Molo. And meanwhile, Total Tuna got himself some T2 maxes, and he's gonna use sniper bots right now. And there's some nice assisting from Upjoin to help Tokito, so they don't need to do two T3 HQs, but one is enough and just assist it together for now. And they even got a decent ecos, so they definitely have more than Total Tuna, but Blackheart is really just running away with the eco, but only one who can compete with him right now is Jolly, since he was an air player and ecoing from the very beginning. So I guess if Tokito with Joy didn't manage to snipe for armor, they would have pretty hard times soon when Blackheart actually starts to do something with his eco and not just to use it to build more T3 maxes. I also think that's the weakness of Blackheart in team games, since he's really ecoing a lot, but he doesn't really know when to stop eco. So I saw quite a lot of games with him in team games when he lost just because he over-ecoed and didn't build enough units in time, or didn't help his teammates. Like, I'm not blaming him for this one since there was no air from air player, but I saw some games when he just ecoed and didn't do anything useful, and then it was even too much for him to save the game, even with his eco. But I guess in this game he didn't really need to, since he was helping a bit Total Tuna at the beginning with the ACU, so they managed to push Tokito a bit, and then these two guys were fighting Tuna alone, so he used this opportunity to eco more. And now the Strat Bombers. And so far no air for the top team. But I think when Warhammer died, TF should have just gone directly for subs and shields, because that's an obvious move that some of them will get stratted. And it's a bit shame to die to Aeon Strat, since if you just go in the tiniest circle you can, you will dodge all the shots unless you are ground fired. Okay, so now the strats are gonna go for the Totalness eco, and he can still do quite a lot of damage there, but he needs to send some ASF to protect it, since Blackheart is already on T3R as well. And definitely not fly over Blackheart's base, because there are already SAMs. And killing a T2 power when Blackheart already has a T3 P-Gens and I guess also a RAS upgrade, yeah, that has no value. It would be much better to snipe some of the T2 mechs. And on the left side it looks like Sierra combined with Maverick are gonna push into TF's base and take it for themselves, but they're using wrong ACU for that. Right now, Maverick with his shield and HP, he needs to go in the front with his units, and Zero is the one who needs to retreat and do some tech upgrade on his ACU, because you can't really fight the T3 units with your ACU. You can die pretty easily. Or if there's gonna be some fast experimental or something, he's really vulnerable to it, but there would be also some other ACU without shield. Maverick could survive some Mindkiller with overcharges, but this ACU is quite weak against everything right now. And there is Mindkiller being constructed from Blackheart, and it's gonna be up really fast. And Mindkiller from Tokito already done. But I'm not sure how much damage he can do with that, since this Monkey Lord will be timed to defend, so I guess he could just kill the Total Tuna's base. Looks like the eco was given to Blackheart. And meanwhile, Pubjoin, see if he's power stalling. Yeah, he was power stalling, so he has a decent eco. Right now, he could afford to take up a bit more, and right now he really needs to take up not just a bit more, but a lot, since he knows that he's against Blackheart and he's already building mass fabricators, so he doesn't have enough units yet. He managed to get a Monkey Lord right now. He also needs to go for the air, so he will have slightly less on land for now, and they have right now some Monkey Lord and units to attack that they build with Tokito, so now they need to catch up with Eco. And also stop producing T1, but I think this was the last T1 and T2 units he built. And Zero actually getting into Olatiev's base and reclaiming everything there. Yeah, but Blackheart bricks and some Percy is killing all the NGs and TML. Okay, so 3 TML, since there are no TMDs from this side, and I guess there never been any. So the HQ is in danger of losing also all the maxes. I guess that's quite a big mistake from Mol not building a TMD. You should not rely on the TMD that you build in the front, since you might get overrun the front position and then you have no TMD and you easily forget about it that you don't have TMD in front of your base, so it's always nice to build some TMD in front of your base just to be sure. It doesn't cost that much and it saves you pretty much from this thing. Looks like the Taquitos Monkey Lord just claim the front, so now they can send some NGs, reclaim it, and now he's retreating really far to the back and he's going for a nuke, so that might be quite successful, depends if it's scouted in time. But right now, since Blackheart is playing pretty much on 3 spots, it's a bit harder to spot things like this, since you need to pay attention to everything that is going on the map and you can easily miss the nuke. Okay, so the Monkey Lord is gonna be used for defense. And Joy is getting some restorers, and what happened to Jolly's air? Guess he didn't build much yet. He had few ASFs, I guess he lost them while trying to... Oh no, there's his air, it's fine. So he still has more air than Blackheart, so if he protects his restorers he can do quite low damage with them. Okay, and Blackheart is not gonna risk losing the Monkey Lord, and I guess he would lose it if he attacked right now. So right now it's look for Zero, he can catch up with Eco from all the reclaim, get a T3 land going, or even Monkey Lord, and still has enough TMLs to do some damage, but I guess he's running out of range. Okay, and now Jelly is using his restorers, but he's not really protecting it with air, and that's quite a big mistake since these restorers have no chance against this air. You should always keep your air close to your combat units, restorers, guard bombers, pretty much anything. or just even a T2 gunships. I saw that in so many games, even from good players, that they send the gunships and then forget to send air as well with the gunships to protect it. Another Monkey Lord from Blackheart, and he's way ahead in eco now with a double base. Upgrading all the maxed storage is already there, so now he also needs to take the Total Tuna's old base, since Total Tuna is not gonna be useful at all in this game anymore since he lost everything. The best thing he could do is do Ras upgrade and overflow. And now, as you can see, Sirga with his weak ACU is gonna die to the Monkey Lord. But that's also a small mistake from the Tekito, since his Monkey Lord is just sitting in a base. He should be going at the same position as this Monkey Lord went, and being able to defend it, since there was no other counter to that, maybe just the air. No, and Zero can't get in the water, and he dies. And again, you can see Jolie is sending restorers, but air is a bit lacking. But is much better right now. But Blackheart still decides to engage with his air, and Jolly failing bit with the micro. Looks like he's using patrol or attack moves, and he's gonna lose air, I would say. He's totally out of position with all his air units. I don't know what he's doing. It looks like Blackheart decides to retreat. And now there's the second Monkey Lord. The first one has half HP, but still Maverick should be able to defend it. Looks like he retreated with the ACU. He's gonna build more TF units. Oh, why does he build 3 HQs? One is enough, man. And he's also going for the nuke and can definitely afford it with all the reclaim he will get from this base. So how does it look with this nuke? Not loaded yet. Another Monkey Lord under construction. And Monkey Lords combined with quite a lot of bricks actually, so they really need to get this Monkey Lord online so they are able to defend. One Monkey Lord is not enough to stop this, and Blackheart is not waiting for anything and he's going to attack, so they're gonna need air support from Jolly, and also Pepjoin has few strats himself, so that can decide this battle. And I would use the strat movers right now on the bricks while they are all together, so he should be able to kill, I guess, even 8 of them in one pass with 3 strats, or maybe, I'm not sure if 3 strats enough, but at least do really huge damage to them. And if he keep his ASF close, he should be also able to win the air. But looks like Blackheart saw this second Monkey Lord and he's not gonna attack, because right now it would be really close, and he might be bringing this Monkey Lord first. But if he wants to attack, he either needs more mobile anti-air or more air. And now these two Monkey Lords are using the range to do some damage on the bricks. And Megalith is under construction. Meanwhile, what's going on the left side looks like Maverick is using the chance to push since the Monkey Lord from the left side went to the right and is pushing with Perseus, but right now the action is gonna happen on this side, and with this amount of area they should be able to defend it, and also two Monkey Lords, they bringing them on the shields. Okay, so first bricks are dead. Actually, this Monkey Lord is almost full HP because it got some veterancy. And second Monkey Lord also with veterancy, and these two are without any veterancy, but I think if Blackheart wanted to push, he should have pushed right now, because if this Megalith gets online, there will be no more chance. And also this nuke is almost finished and Tokito is putting everything in it. And now third Monkey Lord, so third Monkey Lord will be enough, might be enough to break through. But the Megalith, I don't know. And I'm not sure if I see some nuke defense from the Blackheart. I don't see any.
Strategic launch detected.
Tokito is launching nuke directly in his base, and meanwhile Mo has some serious issues with T3 units. So let's see how successful is this nuke, and looks like Blackheart is going for all-in attack. Yeah, and this nuke is gonna be really bad for Blackheart. Oh, he loses all the energy. Okay, so now the two Monkey Lords, they gonna be killed really fast with all the air and ground, and the third Monkey Lord is a bit behind, so this should be easily defended. Again, Jolly forgot his air a bit, and now he's doing some wrong turns. I guess he forgot a bit how to micro. He was much better at it. And looks like total win for the bottom side. And this is gonna be game over soon. So right now Blackheart can't do anything without the power. He had Raz, but as you can see, all these units, shields and production just consumes too much energy. It was very well placed nuke, and also Malone was not able to defend against Maverick after Tiep died and he got TML'd in his base, so he was behind. Also the bottom team get all the reclaim from the Tiep base. And now we're gonna wait till Blackheart either gets sniped by the Strat Bombers or he quits. So well played for the bottom team. Nice snipe using the fact that top team had no air at all. That definitely changed the game. that uh, allowed the Jolly to go for Strat Bombers and snipe TF. Otherwise they would have some serious problems on the both side, I would say. Maybe on the right side they would be able to defend, since they had quite nice eco and they cooperated quite a lot. But I would say the left side would fall. So I hope you enjoyed this one and see you in another video.